Have you ever felt your voice shake when speaking English? Or maybe you freeze up completely and forget what you wanted to say? Even advanced learners struggle with confidence. But here's the truth. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's a skill you can learn. And in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how. Hey, I'm your host at Daily English Edge. Today, we're covering 5 secrets that will help you sound confident speaking English, regardless of your level. These aren't complicated grammar rules or vocabulary lists. These are real techniques that native speakers use every single day, often without realizing it. By the end of this lesson, you'll know exactly what to do to speak with more assurance and authority. Let's dive in. The number one mistake hesitant English speakers make is talking too fast. When we're nervous, our brain wants to get the words out as quickly as possible. But fast speech sounds uncertain and hard to understand. Native speakers, especially confident ones, speak more slowly than you think. They pause, they breathe, they give their words space. Try this. The next time you speak English, deliberately slow down your pace by about 20%. Leave small pauses between sentences. This does 2 things. First, it gives you time to think of the right words. Second, it makes you sound more thoughtful and in control. You'll be amazed at how much more confident you sound just by speaking a little slower. A power pause is when you intentionally stop talking for 1 or 2 seconds. This is incredibly powerful, but most learners are afraid of silence. They think silence means something went wrong. But in reality, silence is a sign of confidence. Native speakers use pauses all the time. They pause after important points. They pause to let an idea sink in. They pause when they're thinking of the next word. Instead of filling that silence with or like, just pause. Stay quiet. You'll sound way more confident. Next time you're speaking, practice using a power pause after you say something important. Just count 1, 2 in your head. Then continue. Your listener will actually pay more attention, and you'll feel more in control of the conversation. Here's something many learners don't realize. Nobody expects you to sound like a native speaker. Your accent is not a weakness. It's part of who you are. The most confident English speakers are the ones who stop apologizing for their accent. They don't say, "Sorry, my English isn't very good," before they speak. Instead, they just speak. That simple shift changes everything. When you accept your accent, you stop being self-conscious. You speak more naturally. You focus on communicating your message instead of worrying about perfection. And the truth is, people respect that confidence. They understand you better because you're relaxed, not tense. So from now on, stop apologizing. If you make a mistake, just correct yourself and keep going. That's exactly what native speakers do. Confidence means accepting yourself as you are right now. Your body language affects your confidence more than you might think. When you slouch, avoid eye contact, or hunch your shoulders, you're sending a message to your listener that you're unsure. But more importantly, you're telling yourself you're unsure. Your body and mind are connected. So here's what confident speakers do. They sit up straight, they make eye contact, they keep their hands visible and relaxed. If you're on a video call, look directly at the camera when you're speaking. If you're in person, look at the person's eyes. This simple shift makes you sound more authoritative and trustworthy. And it makes you feel more confident too. Try it in your next conversation. You'll notice immediately that people listen more carefully and respond more positively. One of the biggest confidence killers is not knowing how to start a conversation or a presentation. So here's a practical tip. Prepare your first 2 or 3 sentences. Write them down, memorize them, practice them out loud. This might sound like cheating, but it's not. Native speakers do this too. They prepare their opening. The reason this works is simple. Once you've said those first few sentences smoothly, your confidence builds. Your anxiety drops. And then the rest of the conversation flows naturally. You don't need to memorize everything, just the beginning. So before your next important conversation, meeting, or presentation, take 10 minutes and prepare your opening lines. Say them out loud 5 times. This small preparation will boost your confidence dramatically and set the tone for everything that follows. There you have it. 5 secrets to sound more confident speaking English. Slow down your speech, use power pauses, own your accent and mistakes, Use open body language and eye contact, and prepare your opening lines. These are small changes, but they create big results. The key is to practice. Use one of these techniques in your next English conversation. Notice the difference, then add another. Before you know it, sounding confident in English will feel completely natural. If this video helped you, please subscribe to Daily English Edge for a new English lesson every single day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.